R has to be greater than 0.4 or something. There you are. Who went down there? So I say R has to be greater than 0.456 for correlation. What would it mean? What would R equal to 0.42 mean? I like that sentence. What would R equal 0.42? What would it mean about those data points? What would it mean about those two sets of data? What would it mean? Yes? No. Sorry. It is remarkably weak. It's the weakest it can be, meaning I have to have R greater than 0.456 needed just to show that there is correlation. So R equal 0.42 is no evidence of correlation, right? Or you can just go ahead and say there's no correlation. There's no evidence for correlation. Are you guys with me? So more than likely, I wouldn't do this. I might ask this by itself. What if you had an R, this, and then you got this? You have to tell me that would mean there's no correlation. What would, what about R equal to 0.49? Now come at me, Christian, come on. That would mean, yes, but more specific. It's only 0.49. So that, what does it take to be strong? It's got to be really close to 1 in this case, right? Because this is all positive R's. You with me? Or negative 1 if it was a negative slope. So there is correlation, right? There is correlation. It's greater than, it has evidence of correlation, but it is weak. Weak what? Weak positive correlation. So there you could say weak positive correlation. Is that cool? And of course, if I said R equal 0.94, strong positive correlation. I'm not going to give you a 0.72 because then you got to figure out what adjective to use. Decently strong, moderately strong, sort of strong, not really strong. Good Lord. You don't have to become sommelier of R values. Okay, maybe. And everybody now really understands what R equal to 1 and R equal to negative 1 means. Hopefully you understand that I crossed through the word strong because that's not correct. If you say somebody's strong, that's implying that somebody else might be stronger. You're pretty strong, but he's strong. No, you're perfect. Holy shit. So R equal 1, R equal to negative 1 is perfect. You cannot be better lined up than those. Okay, I like it. So now's your time. If you have any questions from anything from the entire semester, it might be almost too much to choose from, but.
Can I ask you a question?
What's up? Oh. Yes, you explained what R means. What's it tell us what the line is for? No. So if R equals 1, the points are exactly. They are close to 1, so they are close to 1. There you go. That's one way you can say it. Another way to say it is we would trust the line to make predictions.
And then, like you were talking about before, just because it's an extremely strong as opposed to perfect.
That's fine too. If you're making corrections that last quiz, you can ask questions about that. If you want more practice beyond the practice final, I'd say look back at your old tests, at the practice tests. Any tests you haven't corrected yet? Get those corrected. That's the quickest way to improve your grade? Oh,
So this symbol means conclusive. This symbol is not.
that would be like a closer.
Very disconclusive.
Oh,
If you add this twice, it's what you need for fairness. So then if you add a little bit more, I mean, it's 8 more points. I'll give you that.
add that twice, and then 8 more. To be honest, to keep that, and I'm being way too, you make that to keep that. Because you're exactly there. So if you make exactly that, you'll keep that. Yeah, let's see if it works. So if you had 77.
Whatever situation you're in. You have a lot of actions.
Yeah. I like it. Checks out.
They don't suck. Spending the night, I'm like, that's just spending. Yeah.
So today is the day to get something out the way. Yes.
These are different people. This is
Oh. Yeah, maybe. Let me see. I might not have brought them. Hey, here we go. Anybody else want a copy of Quiz 7 if you didn't get to take it? Yes, that's all. Yes. You got the right idea. It's just that to be not just extremely strong, because that's extremely strong for. What's up? Yes, you don't change the original. You can do them on the back of this if once you finish your paper. Just redo it once you've done once. Not yet. Try to trick you guys to stay for a while.
What exactly is the score?
So here, pretty much, you go. So if I had a z of negative 2.19, what does that z-score tell you about the data point by itself? So don't tell me the area. Where'd you get that from? Z-score chart. Oh shit, I didn't say anything about z. And in fact, do I know if this is normal? No. What does that tell you by itself? No matter what, this always tells you the same thing. That data point is 2.19. Standard deviations from the mean is fine, but even better would be below.
Okay,
The
so
mean.
yeah, I said to the left.
You're fine. Does that make so? Yours is the same thing. Just put your number in. Yeah. So don't give me areas that didn't come from the z-score. That came from the chart. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't bring it either.
Oh,
Or I loaned mine out to somebody.
okay.
Sure.